Welcome back to another episode of What the Haul. I think this is going to be another one that we may categorize as a sidebar, but this is actually a bridge between the two. There's a little pop culture, there's a little bit of actual beauty content happening here. Let's do the intro for this one. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Celine Dion's one of Canada's finest musicians. There's a new documentary, and I think it's currently available through Prime. If I was to go to Vegas, absolutely Mariah first. Then Usher, if he's still doing Vegas. Adele. That's it. That's my top three. If somebody offered me a ticket, yeah, I'd go watch Celine. You know, she's an incredible singer, lots of hits. I mean, The Power of Love. You can't stream I'm Your Angel anymore because the Pied Piper of R&B is on that. You can't listen to that song anymore. I didn't know how much I liked the idea of Celine Dion until there was that year when she was at the Valentino show in tears, and I understand that. Probably the first time I seen Bad, Anouk, All the Usual Suspects, Adut, Naomi closes the show. There's something about the juxtaposition of seeing beautiful women and like affecting sort of soundtrack. It's really emotional. I like her that much more. And then when I see this trailer and I look at this bathroom setup, knowing that this is somebody who is exceptionally rich and has been for a very long time, probably has many homes, is an haute couture customer, and has access to all the finest doctors and procedures in the world, but somehow this lady happens to be a product junkie. I don't know about you. I think I'm like eagle-eyed when it comes to this. When I watch music videos, when I watch films and so on, I'm always like trying to pause and see what I can identify. So that's what we're doing today. The shot is really to set up the amount of medication that she's having to take to manage her health, which is unfortunate. At least she has the ability to have access to all of this. First thing that caught my eye is this nasal spray. Now, the nasal spray is the one from Arm & Hammer. I was introduced to this idea of using nasal sprays off the back of a Into the Gloss top shelf. It was the stylist. She's called Melanie Wynn. I think she was part of Corinne Whitefield's team. She has a taste that's very similar to mine, and she highlighted that she uses a nasal spray on a daily basis. It's a good way to start your morning. We don't have that much variety in terms of what's available in the Canadian pharmacies. The saline plus the baking soda, I think, would be really good for irrigation. We have some Oribe here. I'm sure that that is the dry shampoo in the tall bottle, and that must be the styling cream next to it. What is my left? We have the Sisley Floral water. It's the alcohol-free toner, one of their hero products. Next to that, we have this tall bottle with a silver top. There's no way of knowing what that is, so we're going to move on to the item beside it, which is Clinique Moisture Surge Serum. I haven't seen that in a very long time. It's a nothing product. I'm not a hyaluronic person. Moving one row forward, we have the Black Celestial Fluid from 111 Skin. 111 Skin is a brand that I've dipped my toes in and out of. Some products are hits, some products are absolute misses. I've used the vitamin C serum that's a part of this Black Celestial, which I thought was an excellent product. I'd be curious to try it, but you know, I don't have money like Celine. I can't just be buying a $700 moisturizer on a whim. To the right of that, there is this product with the yellow top. I don't know if that is a Rodial Bee Venom product or if it's something else. So we'll move the row forward. We have two masks from Revive, which recently did a video about. We have the La Polish in the silver tube, one of the best manual exfoliators, full stop. And having used it again this morning in the shower, it actually is one of the best smelling exfoliators. It's got this beautiful tea fragrance. Oh, it's such a joy to use. And then next to it, there's the Masque de Glace or Masque de Glais, which is their purifying clay mask. Revive has some hits, so I would be curious to see what that one is about. Slightly behind this Wasso bottle, which we'll come on to. That, I think, is a Byredo hair product. I'm wrong because the Byredo hair mist, they have black tops. I just found this image of something that looks like it's a hotel amenity, parfum per textile. So this is a textile perfume, so something that maybe you put on your clothes just before going into bed or starting your day. Interesting. So wedged between that, and I've never used this. This is the Shiseido Wasso Fresh Jelly Lotion in that blue bottle. When I think of Wasso, I thought that was a line for younger skin, but it's really about condition. It looks like they're in the same row. There's a product with the black top. This is one of two things. I think it could also be a Byredo hair mist, judging by the height, but it could also be a Chanel Hydra Beauty mist. Who's to say? Next to those, there is a Chanel. It's either their vitamin mask or their exfoliant. Then we have Dior Prestige. At Christian Dior, they have Prestige, which is all Granville Row Rose is the magical ingredients. And then at Chanel, they have Sublimage, which is a magical vanilla that's harvested, you know, once a year in the moonlight by virgins in Madagascar. You know, if I had to pick between the two, I would probably buy Sublimage over Le Prestige, only because Christian Dior does great fragrances, but for me, their skincare is not necessarily the best. So that one is the Le Prestige lotion. That product recently just had a facelift. The top of that bottle, it's in the old packaging. In that same quad, we have a jar of the Magic Balm, so the makeup remover from Tilbury. We have more Prestige from Dior, so that's looking like it's the nectar or whatever they call their serum. And then next to that, that's nearly empty. And that could be a couple of different things. It could either be the exfoliant, the sugar, it could be the Grand Mask, but it could also be the Demac or the makeup remover. Celine definitely likes her Dior Prestige product. And then next to that, we have an eye cream. That one is the Bio Beauty. Bio Beauty is that brand that makes the micro rollers for at-home use. And I think some have LEDs, so they're like a hybrid micro needle with a LED built into them. And then behind that, actually, there is this pot that's slightly jewel. I think that is the CDP La Crème. I think that's like a limited edition one because usually it's more of like a gold champagne-y sort of looking jar. Leave a comment if you can identify what that is. We have some small tubes at the very, very front. It's a bit fuzzy, but then behind that, there's 3 things. She uses the Laneige. That's definitely the lip mask in the berry. Good product. In front of that, we have the Habillé Royal from Guerlain, the night cream. Earlier this year, I did try using some of the newest items from Habillé Royal, and unfortunately, I did have a bad reaction to it. Happy to admit that the watery oil is a great product, but the rest of the treatments, way too fragrant for my taste. And then the last item that I could spot is this tiny Tilbury cream. I think that's just a travel version of the Magic Cream. Another hill that I'll die on is I think Tilbury skincare is some of the best. It really is for the person who doesn't need a 180 or a 360. You know, if you have good skin and you just want delightful products that smell and feel good and give your skin a beautiful finish. And the Magic Cream Classic, Magic Cream Light. If I've made a mistake and you spotted some of these items, leave them in the comments down below. I'd be curious. Thumbs up, thumbs down, however this moved you. Subscribe. Thank you for listening. Thank me for speaking. And I will catch you in the next one. Adios.